Hello and welcome back to PoloChallenge 2016. We've just seen the culmination of the third tournament in the series, the Gold Cup. Let's have a look at some of the highlights and goals from the semi-finals.
The first semi-final of the Gold Cup saw the reigning champions so far, Lechuza Caracas, playing Los Samanes. Lechuza, with the two 10-goalers, of course, produced the usual brilliance. You can see here Pelon Sterling scoring an almost impossibly angled neck shot, but Santi Tocolino and his team managed to do plenty of damage before Lechuza came away. You see Carlos Silva here contributing more than his fair amount. Santi Tocolino tries to get the ball in, it's backed away by Nero, but then a beautiful near-side backhand by Carlos Silva. Carlos Silva, who had an awe-inspiring performance in this semi-final, and it was just a shame that you see here another goal. Just a shame that his team could only come away with 7 goals to Lechuza's 10. The second semi-final was between a revamped Los Establos that had Jose Donoso replacing Juan Clemente Morambio, and a good performance from them. An early start for Cinque Terre, see Iñaki Leprida putting in the goals. Jose Donoso did his part though. The handicap advantage for Los Establos, helping them a little bit into the first half. And Cubi Tocolino's brilliance, added to Alain Mucio, who took away MVP, made them contenders for the final spot. But in the end, it turned out that Cinque Terre were just too strong.
Playing in the subsidiary final was La Carbucia versus Casa de Campo. Let's look at how that game went.
As finals day arrived, we saw the subsidiary final between Casa de Campo and La Carbucia. Casa de Campo was strong. Tomas Pires, the highest scorer so far for his team, putting in more than a few goals. Here you can see a brilliant intercept by Brane, finished off by Bete Donovan. The game wasn't without its drama, with falls from both Zenon Zorrilla and Tomas Pires, and the mighty Donovan being sent off. And despite Casa de Campo's best efforts, you can see here lovely timing from Donoso for Casa de Campo. But Bete Donovan, even with this short period off the field, managed to put away many of his team's goals, taking his team 2 above Casa de Campo, 10-8.
In the grand final, on ground number 2 at Casa de Campo, was Lechuza versus Cinque Terre. Here's a look at all the best moments of that game.
And so the Gold Cup final for the PoloChallenge 2016 saw the two great teams, Lechuza Caracas versus Cinque Terre, facing each other. It's an early starter from Sterling, finished off by Victor Vargas, replied to by Nacho Novillo Estrada, but once Lechuza stepped into their game and put themselves 3 goals ahead, they were mostly unstoppable. Here you can see Victor Vargas out front, who scored 4 goals. Roma himself scored 4. And then Alfredo Vargas puts in the last goal. Other than that, the scoreline mostly dominated by Novillo Estrada, Nero and Victor Vargas. The final score, 9-4.
team that made it through to the final was Cinque Terre. We managed to grab a few minutes with the great Italian patron Alessandro Bassani. Alessandro, congratulations firstly for getting into the final, but sadly you didn't make it this year. You will next year, you might even for the next tournament. How do you feel about that game?
Well, very difficult, obviously. Playing against 2-10 goal is obviously something very challenging.
And what about your experience in this series and tournament so far? So you arrived in this for the Silver Cup.
I arrived for the Silver Cup, I played the Gold Cup, and I'm going to play the 226 goal that are coming in the next 2 following week.
But you know, you didn't win today, but you do already have this great teamwork. I mean, all of your team really understand each other.
Yeah, we've been doing really well. We played for the first time together with Nacho. He's a great leader in the team. Nyaki is a fantastic player. Lalo plays really hard, and you know, it's just we play 4 games on the previous tournament. We arrive in the final now. We arrive in the semi-final, the other one. So I think that a little bit more work, some more horses, and a little bit more organized, we can be more competitive. So we're not giving up.
I absolutely believe it. Alessandro, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, getting to watch you play, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in England this year.
Absolutely, we'll try.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Bene, mille grazie. Join us next week as we unroll a brand new tournament. This time it's 26 goal. It's the Caribbean Open.